Okay. Now, did it ask you any questions to say okay or? Okay, and it's probably going to open up a few more. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see if Alan is in the waiting room. Yeah. I'm not sure why Facebook is, because it's supposed to be streaming on YouTube and everything else. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's up. It's up. All right, it's up. Now let's look for Alan. Let's see. How about there? Because I just moved over. Can you see it now? Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I want to see. I want to be able to see if I can go up and down. Yeah, go ahead and close that, I think. Oh, yeah, got it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so got it. Okay, I got it from here. I'll wait for him to come in. So I got it. I got it now. Thank you very much. Nope, that's going to work. Thank you very much. Oh, you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the New Year's Eve aftermath, and let's see. I'm a little bit about 2 minutes early, and I'm not sure why I got out of. Get back into Zoom. Okay. Oh, there's Alan. Let's let him in. Okay. And there he's coming in. Okay. Oh yeah, computer. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Unmute Alan there and. There you are. There
Good
you
evening.
are. Hey.
How are you doing tonight, Johnny?
I'm doing very well. I'm just I'm learning how to put together a chair, which is quite interesting.
Well, that sounds pretty awesome. Happy
Man.
New Year to you, and Happy New Year to your lovely wife, and Happy New Year to anybody and everybody listening to InnervisionFM.com. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, bunch of other different platforms.
Oh yes, and it was interesting New Year's Eve. It's like, let me hold this chair here, so it doesn't go anywhere. Well, what I did, and you could tell us what you did on the New Year's Eve.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
What did I do? What did I do? I was downtown watching.
Oh, then you had so much fun. It's hard to remember. Wow.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah, I was at this play. We were at this play.
Okay.
And we well, it was the Colorado Symphony.
Uh-huh.
And so after that, we stepped out and we went downtown to see if there was any fireworks, because last year, we
Right.
were there, and the weather was nice last year. I mean, this weather was a little bit chilly,
Yeah,
and
it was a
so
little cold.
yeah, so we went down there, and we I guess we hung out for a while, and then we went around to the skating ring, because they have like a outdoor skating ring in downtown Denver. And we went over there, listened to the DJ. And then this recording of our illustrious bandito, uh, Hancock, came on.
Awesome.
Because I guess
Our
he
wonderful
was
mayor
out.
for Denver.
Yeah, I guess he was masking at home.
Right.
Yeah. And so we he did the countdown, and then they had a fireworks show. And then my partner, he's blind too. He says, I don't want to go to no fireworks show. But I don't know, even though I can't see it, it's kind of nice to I don't know. I still dig the explosion sounds and stuff like that.
It's definitely cool. And the atmosphere that is created just by watching that kind of thing, or at least being witness to it, even if you can't watch it, is actually pretty cool, because you pick up on the crowd, or at least I do. But I do get the idea, because back in the day when I had my hearing, I was able to not really want to go and things like that. But now I would love to hear me some nice loud explosions.
Yeah, so I mean that's what we were doing, listening to all this explosion, and then because it was so cool. I mean, and then it was like all these DJs, and they were trying to create an atmosphere, but some people would dance, and then take a picture of them, dancing, a selfie or whatever, dancing in front of the DJ, and then they would continue on, and we were by the Watchtower, the clock tower downtown,
Right.
and so that was it was kind of interesting to just, I don't know, and it was like a lot of people, and then there was some girls, and we always see these young girls only wearing shorts, and some are just wearing sandals. So I don't know if it's some kind of club, polar bear club, or something like that.
Your tail feathers off club. I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
I can dig it, but I don't think I want to be part of that club. They're
Yeah.
rather exclusive in my book. I'll tell you what. So you are listening to innervisionfm.com. We can be reached at info@innervisionfm.com.
Mhm.
Hit us up with some subjects. We're starting off the new year, and it's going to be a really, really great year this year, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
We put 2021 to bed. The 21st century finally became 21 years old, and it did what often 21-year-old children do. They take their legal precedent and they go ahead on and they do some things they ought not. So hopefully now that we're a year older, we're also a year wiser, folks. At least I'm optimistic for a happy new year anyway. I hope you had a happy new year and a happy holiday season, or a Merry Christmas. I've got to put that up there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you were talking about a chair. You're putting together a chair.
I ordered I ordered off an office chair, and it was supposed to be here last Thursday.
Okay.
But that didn't happen. So it came today.
Okay.
And then I had a little help with Ira, which that was very, very good to get me started. And so now,
ladies and gentlemen, Ira is a service for the blind community. And what this does is it allows for the blind person to use their smartphone to talk to somebody, and that camera, which is in the smartphone, is used to film whatever the blind person is looking at. Alternately, you can do the same like kind of thing with a computer. That's a really short explanation as to what IRA is and how it works.
And I got a hold of a guy that he had put together his chair, so he had some experience with putting together chairs. So it was kind of
Okay.
cool that
Wow.
I was
That's-
able to get a hold of somebody that had experience. Yeah, he said, yeah, I put together my chair, and so he gave me some good pointers on things I was doing, and now I'm just putting together the arms of the chair, which I'm thinking, well, maybe I should do something a little bit different here, because I want one of the parts I put together the arm and everything, and then
Uh-huh.
and then I'm trying to hold this other arm up and put it together, but I'm thinking, well, maybe I should do a little bit of something different.
And you're doing this on the air, on camera, and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the people can see the full thing because I'm sort of like in this corner. I'm sort of in this corner, like manipulating things around here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a common misconception about the blind community: if nobody can see me, I mean, if I can't see me, nobody can see me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm knocking myself out with the mic. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get this back up. I have these headphones on, and I don't need them to hear you. Let's see. Let me take them off. Okay, say something there.
Something there.
Oh, okay. Let me take off these headphones. Yeah, I don't need those headphones to hear you.
Yeah, right.
So now, let's see. Bring this a little bit closer to me. Now I'm trying to just put on the back of the chair. And I'm not as flexible as I used to be. Earlier, when I was putting this stuff together, my bones were cracking. And I was like,
Yep,
"Wait
getting
a
old
minute."
is not for the sissy in the world. It's not for the young. It's only reserved for us old folks that we get old. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Chronological advancement comes with chronological advancement. And yes, you too could be creaky today, but you got to wait till tomorrow for it to happen.
Yeah. And so I'm up here crackling and all this kind of stuff. I'm thinking like, I said, I need some oil in my, like the Tin Man of the Wizard of Oz. I said, I need some oil in my cranky old bones here. But yeah, this is fun. Guys, I think maybe women too. Some like to put together stuff, and you can sit back and say, hey, I did that.
Well, I'll tell you, because I'm old, I now get the opportunity to tell my grandchildren when my children finally have grandchildren or whatever. If they don't, then I get to tell other people's grandchildren this. I get to say, back in my day, when we had stuff to put together, we had to read these books that came with the item that you bought in question that had to be assembled. And then I would say, we don't have a choice. You see, guys used to not read the instructions just because they're guys and they'll figure it out themselves. But me, I didn't have a choice because I was deprived of the knowledge contained in the print because old Sati was keeping the blind person down. Oh, wait, sorry. No, I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Oh man. Yeah, this is okay. Now this is interesting. So what should I do? I could take off the back again. Because now I got the right side. Okay. I'm gonna take off these arms. Okay. Because this thing is heavy. When you put on the well, let's just say it's heavy. So maybe I was doing it a little bit backwards because I just want to make sure of something. But I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off the arms and once again, I don't know. I guess you could try this at home. Why not? Why not try this at home?
I'm gonna tell you, I'd never do this on air. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're reaching for some subject matter. We try to unite musicians, the grassroots folks, the growing musicians of the world, where there's just the young folk wanting to get out there and get their name out there, and even some of the folks that have transitioned into music later in life. Why they maybe picked up a guitar and said, I can play that. So then they go ahead and start playing, and boom, they're all of a sudden a superstar.
Yeah.
So that's basically our name of the game. And this new year we're going to be doing a bunch of things, a bunch of projects. And last year we just got done with a top 10 countdown that took off pretty well. That was our first annual New Year's countdown. A lot of you
cool.
participated. It was definitely an interesting situation where a couple of folks, what we did was we had this little contest where you could submit your own stuff to us, and that would in effect bump out a certain artist just by your input, and and put another artist in that their slot. So it was a really interactive and fun show, and I think we're going to do that in this year. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Why not?
It's up to you, the viewers. Give us your feedback at 720-324-7278 and info at innervisionfm.com. Now, we do need to keep the lights on and things like that. There's a couple of ways you can help us out. We're a nonprofit organization, and you can find us at paypal.me/InnervisionDenver. And of course, you've got a Cash App, don't you?
Yeah, it's just the $ and Innervision and then capital J.
So there you go, folks. If you like stuff like this, hit us up.
Yeah, and man, this putting chairs together, it's quite a feat. It's quite a feat.
I got to tell you that's the most interesting thing. I've never tried to put a item together and do something else. Of course, I've only got half a brain cell. You see, with musicians, oftentimes they live this hard and fast lifestyle, and therefore they do have a deleterious effect upon their intellect. And so therefore I only have half a brain cell, and I keep that thing rolling and running now that I've only got half of it left, and I just want to save what's left and keep what's rolling. So I overtax that thing and overclock it like a computer, and it just keeps rocking and rolling for me. But what the point is, man, is I would never try to put together a chair and be on air. Hey, I didn't even know it.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, and it's like it's a balancing type of thing. And it's like, sometimes like husband and wife, they try to do stuff together like this and says, honey, hold this, hold this, hold this. And it's like that could be interesting too. You say, hold this, honey. It's like, and she says, how long is it going to take you? It's like, hold this.
This is definitely the age of political correctness. So, it's funny that you should bring that up, because when I had my children and I would say, can you help me find? And they said, Dad, and they get kind of mad, and, you can find it, it's over here or whatever like that. Or maybe they'd get frustrated because they were trying to help. And I was like, where, what? And they're like, over here, Dad. And they'd say, something to the effect of, well, can't you get somebody else to have to help you out? And I'd say, well, no, I had you so that I might have slave labor. Ha
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
Somebody
Sorry
was
if
talking
I
about that.
correct po.
No, somebody was talking about that, the capitalism, how it's working now. It used to be a time where when we had capitalism, people could be in a union and be able to buy a house and stuff like that, and
Right.
and compete with the rich. Now is where they're trying to make it where they're trying to make us uh, like serving.
By
Yeah, and not being able to buy houses and stuff like that because things are with inflation and things being so priced out of our range.
right by 2030, supposed to own nothing and be happy.
Yeah,
Will be
that's
the end result of capitalism. There's a difference between capitalism and what was originally termed as free market capitalism. The big difference being is the free market portion of it. And a lot of people think, well, free market means, greed, means, domination and things like that. There is that aspect to it, obviously, because anything can be corrupted. But free market capitalism just deals a lot with free trade as well. And, instead of a trade consortium where just a few corporations have so much influence and power via stock options and other ways and means, why they actually control the whole entire the world. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, just a few corporations having that kind of power and influence with just the money that flows in and out of other competing companies and sub companies that compete with other companies and things like that. And you're feeding both sides of the coin and just sitting back and laughing all the way to the bank. I mean, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It seems like this manipulation where they're like pushing the inflation and up like that. And this is no accident. I mean, with the pandemic was just a way to get them there faster. And so now they figure, well, okay, we shut down the world. We killed here in Colorado, 40% of small businesses will not come back out of the ones, all the thousands that were starting up. And this year, there's going to be a guy named what is his name? Greg Lopez, who's running for governor, and he's going to remind people of what they did. And if you weren't a business owner, and now Paulus is kind of look like he's kind of act like he's a moderate or not. What's it? Not libertarian.
Interesting.
Yeah, which
That
yeah.
that is most interesting.
And he's thinking that people won't remember what he did to their businesses. But I have a feeling that people are going to remember, and just hopefully just keep it out there in the people's minds, the front of their minds, so they'll know that because eventually I guess Polis wants to become president, and and so he is trying to change his spots so they won't say, well, yeah, he's a leopard, but I can't see his spots anymore, or I don't remember when he had spots, right? And so that's going to be interesting to see, because I remember when he was sitting in the office with President Trump, and he lied to him and said, "Oh, our Colorado is open." And because he was such a slick liar, he just want to say, "Oh, I'll just tell him this," and see if he would believe, if he would challenge that, or say anything, to pat me on the back. And Trump went on to the next person without really patting him on the back or anything like that when he said that Denver was wide open. But we knew that he was lying, but and he probably just snickered and said, "Oh, look how I told that lie, and this foolish guy believed me." So
Well, it's an election midterm year, so a lot of people believe it's not important to get out there and vote, but still more people believe, and I happen to believe as well, that it's of the utmost importance to get out there and to get involved at the local, state, and federal levels. And so, it's important to do this in so many ways because, number one, we have a stake in our own nation if we're involved with it, instead of allowing other people to have the opportunity to fix it or not fix it, as it were. And we get what we get and we don't throw a fit kind of mentality. We do have to deal with it, that's for sure, one way or the other. So in a couple of weeks, we'll be talking a little bit about the United States Constitution, featured on a couple of pilot programs that I'll be launching under the Center for Government Accountability at accountabilityrevolution.com. So
that's going to be exciting. That's going to be exciting.
We're going to have some fun there. And
yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. And you know what? I want to, my daughters and my grandkids, if I can get them motivated, I wanted them to do some shows, maybe talk about some history stuff and some talk about the Constitution in a fun way. So we're gonna launch something like that here in a few weeks. And I'm sorry about that. I'm moving the camera around because I'm looking for I have some screws here, which I don't have them anymore. Where did the screws go? Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, I lost my screws here.
So you're a few screws loose, lost. A few screws lost.
Yes, I thought I put them somewhere, and they are not where I thought I put them. So anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, so I just want to let you guys know a little bit about what we're doing. I'm going to finish putting together this chair, and so we're gonna see you guys tomorrow night.
Back to my thing as well. You ladies and gentlemen are in for a new treat because we're in for a new year, and it is what we make of it. So half of that stuff that is going on is all reality driven. So because we do choose our own reality in large perspective, a large point, and because we speak things into existence, and given that we believe in the Most High, who created the universe, and the his son Jesus Christ, and the gift that he gave to us, we have to live it out. And so this holiday season that just passed, so much more than Merry Christmas and Christmas presents, and oh my gosh, they're attacking Christmas because now they want to say Happy Holidays. It's a putting away of some of the old stuff and bringing in some of the new stuff and life. It's all about rebirth, because each day that we live on this planet is what's important to us, because we're alive. It comes in between, when we're born and when we're done. And, what we're doing here is what's important, how we're serving. And, oh man, it's just so important. So if you haven't gotten saved, do so today. It's nice and easy. Just go ahead and accept the Lord Jesus Christ into your heart. Accept that he has that free gift for you. And, believe in your heart that he died for our sins. Confess that with your mouth. And, man, there's a beginning. There's a beginning, man. It's a new thing. Sorry, Johnny, I'm just taking up the time, man. I'm kind of
Well, we'll see. We're gonna start like the shows as just 3 days a week now, and that's in the description, like Monday through Wednesday, and just do it that way because I figure like it gives us some time, like at least 4 days. 4 days off, something like that. So,
Absolutely. And you've got
Yeah.
other jobs as well. And I'm starting
Oh,
to
yeah.
wrap up some of my work and stuff too. So, but, hit us up at the provided stuff in the links there. And
Yeah.
we'll see what we can do about getting your band produced or your
oh yeah,
your label set up, things like that. Yeah, we work on getting stuff copyrighted. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight on the first Monday of the new year.
oh yeah. All right. Talk